Connecting Ideas continued. In IELTS Speaking Part 2 and 3, you are going to need to give more complicated answers. So it's a good idea to have some phrases ready that will allow you to do this. In this lesson, we will look at ways to add information, contrast, and show another point of view, and conclude your answer. These linking phrases, cohesive devices they may be called, or discourse markers, are a fantastic way to help organise your answers and show the examiner exactly what you are talking about, while also demonstrating coherence and connecting your ideas. Adding information. Sometimes you will need to add more information to your answer. It's not going to impress the examiner if you just say "and" every time. So we could say "on top of that." An example. It's really great being part of a team and having some healthy competition. On top of that, there are the added benefits of getting exercise. Another thing is, one aspect of these new self-driving cars would be the limitations of the software. Another thing is the safety issue. As far as I know. An example, as far as I know, bees are important for all types of agriculture. In addition. So adding more information again. In addition, education helps build confidence in children. Furthermore. Example. Furthermore, it's good for people's health, both physically and mentally. Your turn. Try making answers for these questions using the phrases we've just been through. Why do people like playing sports? Is eating healthy food important? What are some ways to protect the environment? Contrasting. In Part 3 questions, the examiner often asks you to compare and contrast two things. They want to see that you can talk about different ideas and points of view. The following phrases are a great way to easily talk about conflicting ideas. However, I think bikes are great and eco-friendly. However, they can be dangerous, especially on busy streets. That said, I love chocolate. That said, it is rather high in sugar, so I tend not to eat much of it. Mind you. Example. Education is very important. Mind you, so are practical skills. Saying that. Having a job is great. Saying that, working for yourself can be flexible and rewarding too. Then again. Pink is a nice colour. Then again, I am fond of blue. On the other hand. Modern hygiene is great. On the other hand, it could be damaging our immune systems in the long run. As opposed to, I really love apples, as opposed to oranges, because I hate peeling them. Your turn. Try making answers for these questions using what we have just gone through to compare and contrast. What are the positive and negative effects of playing computer or phone games for children? What is the difference between being lazy and not wanting to do something? What are the differences between famous people today and those in the past? Giving a conclusion. Sometimes you want to have a bit of a conclusion, a summary, to bring your answer together. This is especially in part 3. So, finally, for example, finally, I'd say all trees should be protected for the benefit of everyone. To summarise. To summarise, traditions and festivals are how we pass on culture to youngsters. In a nutshell. It's an idiomatic phrase, actually, in a nutshell. In a nutshell, I think we can learn so much from travelling. All in all, no one really knows what is at the edge of the universe, but does it really matter? At the end of the day, example, at the end of the day, humans will always have disagreements about issues like trade and religion. In the end, it's all of our responsibility. But the huge corporations need to do most of the work. Overall, I'd say that's more than enough ways for you to connect your ideas. So, learn to use some of these phrases, but don't overuse them, as you want to show the examiner that you have a range of this type of language.